Hey everyone! Today I have another unboxing for you, and this is the Izanagi figure from Persona 4 made by Mega House. And at the bottom we can also see that we have the Jack Frost logo on the bottom that certifies that it is authentic. Now this is the re-release version that came out in January, but it originally came out in 2012. So before we get to opening him up, let's take a look at the packaging. So on the front we can see a very generous sized window where you can look in at the figure, and actually there's quite a few windows that lets in a lot of light, and it's really easy to see the figure from the outside of the box, but he does have that extending arm that does make it a little bit difficult, but again, we want him protected more than showcased inside the box at least. So on the front here we can see some lines and color schemes that are true to the game, and it just gives it an overall nice feel, very festive I guess for this figure, and the lines help frame the windows as well, which is a really nice look. Over here on the side we do have a side view of the figure in a black and white photo, as well as some of the tarot cards in black and white as well, which helps balance out the crazy color scheme in the background that doesn't just make it too busy, but gives it sort of a classic and fun look at the same time. And again, we have another window, and this one's very weirdly shaped that just kind of borders around all of the different pictures. On the back here we can see some color photography of the actual figure, so it showcases it off just a little bit more, and again the same color scheme and patterns follow throughout. And on the other side we have another black and white photo showcasing the figure. And on the top here we have another window and just a sneak peek at the figure over on the top. So now that we have gone over the packaging, it's time to get down to business, so let's open them up. So once again, we're going to take a quick look of what it looks like right outside of the box. He does have some nice blister packaging with some in the back there too, to hold on to his weapons. And then on the inside of the box here, it kind of looks like tie-dye at first glance, but when you take a closer look, all of the white outlines there are actually from images, so it looks like it might be maybe some power lines or something. So it gives it a fun, unique effect, and the colors inside do go well with the colors on the outside, so that's nice. But now let's continue with the unboxing. So now let's have a quick look at all of the pieces, starting with the figure. And as you can see, he has so much attention to detail. He has little buckles and zippers everywhere. And his feet are actually screwed onto these little plastic pieces that help him stick onto the base. And because these plastic pieces actually were screwed on, I can see a little bit of cracks in the actual plastic, but it still feels sturdy enough that I don't think the plastic is going to break, and as long as you don't tighten any of these screws, it shouldn't become a bigger problem. But now that we've gotten a quick look at Izanagi, let's look at some of his other pieces. So here we can see his base, which has the design for the back of the tarot cards, and then there's a couple of pieces sticking up here that you would stick his feet into, and then it is a gear shape, and it's just a translucent clear plastic, which for me it's not anything too special, but it's not that boring either, so I guess it's okay for a base, but not one of my favorite for sure. Next up we have his blade, and as you can see it does have his hand already gripping on. He does not have an extra hand, so you will have to put this one in, and there's no other options for different features, even though his hand is removable. Then we have this extra little, like, it looks like a little staple. I'm not really sure what it's used for, but we'll figure that out when we put them together. And then here you can see that we just have a couple more of these little string things that are part of his design that we will have to attach. So let's get started with that and put him together. So here we have Izanagi all put together, and as you can see with the unboxing that the little staple piece is actually what keeps the straps in on his head. And I noticed that he didn't have any directions, so I did have to figure that out myself, which it wasn't too difficult, but a little directions always helps. So other than that, he was really easy to put together. As you can see, he just snaps right into place, which I thought was a little bit too easy. I would have liked the joints a little bit tighter than that, but as you can see, he stands up just fine on his own. So overall, Izanagi is a great figure. He has a lot of attention to detail and just a lot of really beautiful pieces. And again, he's not too hard to put together. So if you are a Persona 4 fan, I suggest picking him up while you can. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! So here she is. She is quite a bit lighter than I thought she would be because the box itself is quite heavy, but there is a reason for that. But just looking at her, she has so many details. The frills of her skirt are just amazing.